what I'm trying to say is I can understand why people don't tip delivery drivers. And I'm not here to tell anyone whether you should or shouldn't tip. Have you seen the clip of the Doordash driver? No. The Doordash driver clip might change your mind, Brando. Oh, God. What is the Doordash driver clip? This guy?
This Doordash customer only tipped $1. Let's see what he got at Arby's,
Oh,
huh?
no.
Well, it's got the beef and cheddar.
Ooh, beef and cheddar.
He's got the French dip. And the crinkle fries.
And the crinkle fries. Damn, and we're talking Arby's. Arby's isn't even S tier. It's really not that good, but this is probably arguably, would you guys say, like, the best thing you could order off the menu? French dip is pretty damn good with the dip and the gravy. But the crinkle fries too. Oh, Arby's does have pretty good crinkle fries. Oh
man, that's my favorite. Thank you, $1 tipper. Peace.
Okay. I mean, his laugh, he's got a good laugh. He's got one of those laughs where, like, you know, somebody comes up to you and you're unexpected and stabs you in your abdominal section, steals your kidney, and then goes and runs off and sells it in the black market, and you're down a kidney. Like, that's the kind of laugh I get. That's the vibe, like that sinister laugh. I guess a lot of people from this clip is going viral all over the place. So this has a lot of people saying you should or you shouldn't tip, and this is the reason why. A lot of people are saying this is the reason why they don't do delivery anymore, is because of these instances. I can understand that, okay? There are so many circumstances where even if you do tip, like I've tipped usually regularly ever since I was a teenager and I got my first job. I've always tipped 20%, if not more. I'm not talking about restaurant settings. Restaurants are totally different in comparison. You're going out to a place, you're getting an experience, you get to know your waitress and waiter, all right? And then depending on that service and that experience, at the end of it all, after you've gone through the whole thing, you're going to decide your denomination of how much you're going to tip. Totally, totally different. Okay, when it comes to a delivery driver, they're literally picking up your food that you ordered. They're dropping off at your house. They might ring your doorbell. They might stand at the door. They might just leave it at your doorstep. That's it. That's all. So the denomination, it's going to fluctuate. Like, I feel like being a delivery driver, it's going to be a lot more volatile, like up and down, in the sense of like your tips are not always going to be consistent. And I understand the frustration because, you know, as a delivery driver with Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, Doordash, your income is reliant on that job from the tips. Like, that's where you're making your money. You're not getting paid like hourly, from my understanding. But I also I'm of the notion that, like, you confirm your order, and so you'll see the tip you're going to receive when you're confirming the order to go pick up this stuff. Clearly, this guy doesn't give no shits. He's had it with Doordash. I'm surprised he even said he's from Doordash, and he's just so fed up with it all that he decided to make himself a video one last time. I'm assuming, you know, he got terminated because clearly what he did was a violation. And I mean, you can't just be digging through people's food that they ordered. There's the counter argument that they shouldn't even be ordering delivery because they can't afford it, obviously with a $1 tip. See, I find that so dumb. That is such a dumb argument, just because you're dealing with a spectrum of different customers that are all from different financial backgrounds. Some are going to be students who are literally living off of a gift card, or they're living from paycheck to paycheck part-time and they don't want to eat ramen anymore. So they're min-maxing every single dollar in their bank account or on their gift card. Of course, there's a counterintuitive argument where they're like broke students who are still tipping regardless, because it's just part of our culture. It's part of our DNA. It's something that it dates back to when we were two Neanderthals in a cave and one traded a stone for a rock, and the guy who got the stone was so grateful because he didn't have to scour the environmental area for it. So he gave an additional value to that other Neanderthal of like 5 extra sticks and 4 pebbles. I'm a student, Brando, and delivery is a luxury for me. I'd love to tip if I could, but I'm trying to get the most out of my money. See, there's nothing wrong with that. Again, it doesn't make you a lesser person. You should tip if you can tip. That's all I'm trying to say. The driver's going to be as shameless to tamper with the tape on the bag that seals it. At that point, I would just rather them have it. I would hope to God that they don't fulfill the delivery and you're getting like some things that are half eaten. And for all you know, you got the super special sweaty ball sack seasoning on your crinkle fries and extra saliva loogie on the Arby's French dip sandwich. Like, no bueno. I don't care if I got the extra sweaty ball sack seasoning on my crinkle fries. Those things are the bomb. What the fuck? No. All in all, though, I'm just saying, whether you should tip or whether you shouldn't tip is a debate that'll happen till the end of time. It's a conversation that if you bring up at a friends and family gathering, you're going to see what you spark to be a diversity of different thoughts and opinions, which might result in you being an outcast. You might be shunned out from future family and friend events to where now you are looked at and frowned upon as the Lord Voldemort of your friend group or family. Just because of this. Unfortunately, it's just from the get-go with all these apps and platforms like Doordash, Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats, they're just not in the favor of incentivizing tips for the drivers. They really aren't. The problem is when you're going through your order, you are forced to pick a tip denomination as you're picking your food and going through that transaction process, when in reality, it should be a lot simpler than that. It's kind of built ass backwards. You should be picking your tip denomination after you have received your order, after it's in your possession, after it's come to your house. That is when you get a confirmation, hey, we know that your order has been delivered to your house. Your Uber Eats or DoorDash driver or Skip the Dishes driver has confirmed they delivered it. Would you like to tip them? And if so, what's the denomination? Like, that makes more sense. I don't understand why every single one of these companies makes you pick your tip amount as you've picked your food, like your total. It makes no sense. It's because they've collected your payment information by that point. It doesn't matter. They can save that payment information, or you can just simply re-enter it afterwards. Like, people would be more incentivized from a consumer standpoint to actually tip after they receive their order, and it would also be more fulfilling for that driver because they're going to want to deliver it and fulfill that process. They're not going to be like, oh, yo, you want your crinkle fries? Not today, bitch. You're not going to get it. Oh, you think you're going to get your Arby's French dip sandwich? No, motherfucker. You're not. And if I do give it to you, you're going to get the super sweaty seasoning salt from my ball sack on it. That's right, bitch. You give me the $1 tip. That's what you get.